shocking tragedy in a Hyderabad school in Kukatpalli area where two students of class 4 and 5 have been crushed to death under a beam inside the school campus. Two girls have been crushed to death while two others are currently battling for life and three others have suffered minor injuries. Well, that's the big breaking news that we are bringing to you. A very unfortunate and tragic incident, very shocking at this point, where two kids have been crushed under a beam inside a Hyderabad school. Getting further inputs on what really happened, going across to Paul now, who's joining me on the phone line. Paul, this is rather shocking at this point, unacceptable. The two kids have been crushed under a beam in a Hyderabad school. What more details can you bring to us?
Well, Mirana for a very long time has been putting out about how unsafe are our children in schools. This comes as another incident bringing to light the same kind of situation presently existing. This particular incident happened at the New Century Public School in an area called as Kukatpalli in Hyderabad. These girls from class 4 and 5 were on stage. They were practicing karate is what we are being told. Some of them, around 30 of them were there, but some of them had gone to class. Around 7 of them were there on stage. That is when this particular beam that was resting on columns, probably in a dilapidated condition, came crashing down. Immediately, two girls who were under the rubbles of this particular beam, had grievous head injuries. They succumbed to their injuries as they were rushed to the hospital. Two others are presently battling for their life, and three others have escaped with minor injuries. Immediately, there was anger among parents, among the locals of that particular area who heard this news. They came to the school. They pelted stones at buses. They tried to get hold of the management, but unfortunately, they escaped by then. They're absconding.
Okay.
However, officials have now booked the case against the management. They've taken one person into custody. They've also sealed this particular school. They will not be allowed to function anymore because of the negligence due to which this accident took place.
But Paul, this is gross negligence that we are looking at. And you're saying one person has been taken into custody. What about the remaining school authorities, the principal, the staffers? Any word coming in from the management at this point?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, there was anger as soon as people heard about this. The best thing that the management could have done at that point was stand there and explain to them as that they're leaving no stone unturned to ensure medical arrangements are being made. Instead of that, it was surprising to see that fearing backlash from parents and the locals there, the management escaped. They are presently absconding. Only one of them was caught by the parents and handed over to the police, who has now been arrested, following which a case was booked by the GHMC, which is Education Department here. And today we are hearing that parents from the Telangana Parents Association have decided to protest outside the school because they have to be held responsible. Like I said, parents don't expect their children this kind of condition to their children. They expect them to return back safely after a day at school, and this is unacceptable is what parents are saying. They will be protesting today outside the school to tell that the authorities have to take stringent action against the management for this gross negligence.
Absolutely. We'll, of course, keep a very close eye on this story developing at this point. One person has been taken into custody, case there being registered, while the Telangana parents, absolutely distraught and agitated at this point, will be protesting outside the school. And so far, we understand that two kids have come under the beam in a Hyderabad school, and these are students of class 4 and 5. Many thanks, Paul, for getting us those details.